So because of the holidays and the New Year's, I was going to keep videos like this until the next year, but they started talking about a bunch of different fragrances that are on their way out, whether it's within the next week or so or in early 2025. So I figured I would break down a quick video for you guys talking about all of the brand new upcoming releases that you should be expecting. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So without further ado, let's get What's good, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude, back at you, doing some whiffing and some sniffing. Actually, today we're actually not doing that, so wrong video to say that, but we are still going to be doing what we always do. We're talking about those bottles of liquid that smell good. And today, that's what we're going to be talking about, some of the new ones that are going to be coming out. Before we get into that, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also hit that like. Takes 2 seconds. Comment below. Let me know some of the ones that you are most interested in, if you are interested in any of these. But again, I was going to put this video off until 2025 because at that point when I was thinking about it, I was like, I'll just do some holiday videos, some New Year's videos, which I'm still going to be doing, some winter videos. And then I saw, oh, it's 2 new releases coming out. No, wait, it's 3. Oh, it's 4. Now it's 5. Now it's 6. I was like, okay, I'm going to get ahead of it. I'm going to talk about it today, just in case there are any more that come out and at least release, because usually at the end of the year we get no information. It's usually right in the beginning of the year. So I'd get ahead of this. And again, today we're going to be talking about all of the new upcoming releases. Well, most of them. There might be some other ones. And one of the ones that I heard might be coming out is Gentleman's Society. It's a new flanker of that. I don't know any information about that. Also, the new Roja Apex Eau Intense. There is no note breakdown for that at this time. Apparently, they're blocking it through the system. I'm not 100% sure, but that apparently is coming out in 2025. Apex Eau Intense. I like the original Apex. I liked Apex Parfum a lot. It's kind of like a fresher niche version or higher quality version of Dior Sauvage Elixir. I actually find it closer to this. This is just Soda Ambassador Intense. It's still going to be rich. It's going to be warm, but then that one, again, Roja Apex has a little bit of freshness, and it has that kind of like Roja Dove feel to it. You guys know what I'm talking about if you know what I'm talking about. But again, yeah, those ones I'm just going to leave out the window. And then we have, other than that, we have five other ones. There's also an Amouage. It's Amouage Reflection 50 or something like that. There wasn't enough information, so I just decided not to talk about it. But the first one we are going to talk about is by Emporio Armani. So you guys may have seen all of these releases already, so we are going to do a brief run through of each one. But it started, they usually release one a year, and so they're just getting ahead of the game right now. They had the original, then they had Intensely, then they had Absolutely. They had the warm weather ones, which would be Freeze and Only. Then they had the special edition ones, Leather, Oud, and then last year's Tobacco, and then also Amber. And now they're releasing Stronger With You Parfum. It's advertised as an aromatic amber spicy fragrance, and the top notes are pink pepper and mandarin, mid notes are sage and lavender, and the base notes are chestnut and vanilla. Am I excited about it? Nah. It's a Stronger With You flanker, and I don't care what anybody says, unless you're talking about Freeze or Amber. 90% of these flankers smell like 90% the same. Yeah, 90% of the flankers. So almost all the flankers smell the same with a slight twist. And so, yeah, I understand it's a flanker, so I understand that. But most of them are very good. My least favorite is Only, but it still smells nice. Then Amber, which still smells nice. My favorite of the entire bunch is Stronger With You Freeze. And then Absolutely, both those two are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. But am I expecting anything really different from this Strong With You? No. I'm going to guess it's going to be probably like Based on the chestnut and the vanilla, the pink pepper, the mandarin, the sage, the lavender, it sounds like it's going to be just an amped up, longer version of the original. Maybe mixed with a little bit of the vanilla from the Intensely. I honestly don't know, but it's still going to smell like Stronger. As soon as you smell it, you're going to know, even with your eyes shut, it's a Stronger with You flanker. And so it's going to be nice. And I'll get it, and I'll review it, and I'll talk about it, and we'll see how it goes. Am I going to be wrong about that? No. It's either people are going to be like, this is great, just like they do every year. We have people on one side, this is absolutely amazing, or we have people on the other side, this is absolutely redundant, and it's going to be the same every time they release a flanker. Just what it is. So Strong With You Parfum, let me know if you're interested in that. The next one, I'm like in the middle, because the original that came out was really nice. It's a really good clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir. Then they came out with the one last year, and I finally tried it out, and I was just like, that's just okay. Who knows what this one is? I mean, it looks interesting. It's Lattafa Asad Bourbon. It's an amber spicy leather fragrance with top notes of spices, mid notes of leather and amber, and base notes of patchouli and bourbon vanilla. So it looks like it could be really good. I don't know what it's cloning. Someone, I don't remember what they said it was cloning, but was it? No, I have no idea. Somebody said that it was side effect. Somebody said it was. Doesn't look like any of that really. So we're going to have to see. I mean, because the other one wasn't really cloning anything. And Lattafa likes to do their twists. So we're going to have to see. But the only one in the line, the original Lattafa Asad, I don't know why. They're just using the name as clickbait, kind of like to get people to buy it. Because it has nothing to do, kind of like the Stronger With You flankers, how they all have something to do with each other. Well, the Asads have nothing to do with each other. The original one's Dior Sauvage Elixir, just kind of like with amped up vanilla. So we'll see how this one goes. I'm interested. I mean, the notes look nice. The spices, the amber, the leather, the bourbon, vanilla. I mean, put that all together. I mean, that's kind of like my dream fragrance. But it's Lattafa. I don't know if it's going to be a clone of something. We'll have to figure that out. I usually don't buy Lattafas right off the whip, but we will see. I mean, if it does come for a good price, maybe I will. But that's Lattafa Asad Bourbon. I mean, I'm interested in it, but we'll have to see if it's a clone of something. Or if it's kind of like its own twist, then maybe I will be more excited about it. Going to the next one, this one just popped up. And apparently everybody who has influenced her, who at least posted like, and I have influenced her, I haven't got anything in 2.5 years. And I don't have this, but it's Dior Homme Parfum 2025. So my favorite from the Dior Homme line, that as far as the makeup-y iris ones, is Dior Homme Intense. I know a lot of people have the original Dior Homme Parfum as kind of like their number one designer fragrance of all time. I actually don't like that one. I don't hate it. I just don't like love it to the point where I need to wear it all the time. I have a bottle. Am I going to buy it? I'll probably buy it if it's at a decent price, but if it's at like $250, $300, I'm not going to buy it, and that's probably what the price is going to be. And I mean, I'll end up getting it at some point in time if it hits discounters, but it says at the top, it's an amber fougere. The top note is iris, mid note is amber, base notes are vetiver and patchouli. Probably still going to have the ambrette, probably still going to have the rose. Who knows? I mean, it's going to be the makeup iris. It's still going to smell like Dior Homme Parfum. It's just, is it going to be enough of a twist like when they completely changed that DNA to the Dior Homme 2020 or the Dior Homme Sport 2021 when they removed the iris? Are they going to do that similar style of thing where they're going to remove something major to make it smell completely different? Or are they going to keep it the same? Well, we're going to have to figure that out. And is it water-based? We're going to have to figure that out too, because it is Francis Kirkjohn that is going to be the lead perfumer on this. And that would have excited me a few years ago, but now I don't know after Sauvage Eau Forte. That's kind of looks like watered down cum, I guess, is the way, just to be blunt. But Dior Homme Parfum 2025 should excite everybody. It excites me, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's probably going to be a European release. I don't see it being the United States. That's just not the style of fragrance they release in the United States. So it's going to be something that you'll have to get either on like international discounters or wait until it hits like Fragrance Buy or something like that, which usually they're pretty quick at doing that. But going into the last two, So the original one from this line has always been a staple. A lot of people like it. It's a basic, fresh, woody, clean, slightly warm fragrance. People, I mean, it's like, it's nice. And then the Eau de Parfum came out, and some people really liked it, including me. Some people were just like, whatever. Then the Parfum came out, and it was pretty terrible from last year. And it looks like they're just kind of milking this line because of the Eau de Parfum was very popular, which this is the Eau de Parfum, but we're talking about Burberry Hero Parfum Intense. And I'm doing a video later this week about what I'm expecting or what I'm hoping for in 2025 versus what I'm expecting. And I was hoping that they wouldn't be doing flankers of flankers with the Parfum Intense and Elixir Extreme and stuff like that. But it looks like that's where they're going. Every company. Burberry is usually the one designer brand that actually sends me all their shit. So at some point in time this year, I'll end up getting it. So I will not buy it off the first rip. I will try it probably in Sephora. But I always get contacted throughout the year. Hey, you want to try this Burberry? And so this is my favorite. The Hero, I did a giveaway and gave it to you guys, the Hero, the Parfum. So yeah, that is my favorite. This is the Eau de Parfum. It is more of a sweet, spicy take on the original with the original's woods. And it really is a perfect night out staple. Really nice for the holidays, stuff like that. But the Hero Parfum Intense says it's a spicy leather woody fragrance. Top note is black pepper, mid note is leather, and the base note is cedarwood, which really doesn't give us anything. And it really does look like they're going to be doing a play on the Parfum from last year. And if that is the case, it's going to be bad. We'll have to figure that out, though. Maybe they went okay to great to crappy to amazing. Who knows? I doubt it. And they looks like they're copying the bottle of the Parfum, just adding Intense onto it, really being lazy about it. But yeah, am I excited about that? I could be, but it's not like I'm like, oh, I'm opening my wallet for this one. The only one out of this entire list I'm like actually excited about is Dior Homme Parfum 2025. Just because it's Dior Homme Parfum 2025, Mason Francis Kirkjohn, Francis Kirkjohn. I don't know why I keep saying that. Somebody said it the other day, but Dior Homme Parfum 2025 with Francis Kirkjohn, the upside to that is so much higher than what could come out as the low side of it. And so my expectations are very high for it. Anyway, so that's here Burberry Hero Parfum Intense. Going into the last one. The last one is just one I added to this. It's Tom Ford's Effin' Fabulous Parfum. Fucking Fabulous Parfum. So when it came to the original Effin' Fabulous, I am kind of indifferent about it. I think it smells nice. Would I wear it or buy the bottle? I would not. It's very aromatic, spicy, fresh. It has a little bit of warmth to it, but I mean, it's a nice fragrance. It's just, that's as far as I'll go. Wife doesn't like it, so it's not something that I would wear on a daily basis. But with this one, it doesn't give you a top, mid, or base. It just says it's leather, balsamic notes, aromatic notes, amber, tonka bean, fir balsam absolute. So this last year, Tom Ford has been either re-releasing previous gems or releasing the Parfum versions of fragrances that don't have the best performance, which Effin' Fabulous actually has decent performance. So it looks like they might be adding a bit of like sweetness to the base, but I doubt it. Based on all of the other parfums that I've smelled this year, literally smells like 95% the same as the other Tom Fords that they're a parfum version of. So I wouldn't really expect it to be any different than that. But with that said, am I excited to try it? I mean, I'll try it as soon as it comes out. And if you like Effin' Fabulous, I'm sure you might be interested to get maybe a better projecting, it's already a good projecting fragrance, and maybe one that lasts a few more hours. Because I mean, I think it's like 7 hours. I would say like a 10-hour fragrance might be better for some people. To me, that's fine. So I honestly don't understand the release for this unless they are changing the scent profile based on the note breakdown. Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't really look like it, but you can always hope. Maybe they're adding a little bit of extra tonka in there to make it, instead of very aromatic, very spicy, have more of a sweet aromatic spicy from that tonka, a little bit more powdery. Who knows? Could be a good one. So I am excited to try that one. I just, based on the other parfums, it doesn't make me as excited. You know what I mean? So with that said, again, the new releases are the Roja Apex Eau Intense. We have a possible fragrance coming out from Givenchy, Gentleman's Society, Gentleman's Society, and I don't know, it's like Gentleman's Society Noir or something like that. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. And then we have Stronger With You Parfum, which I'll buy. Lattafa Asad Bourbon, I'll get at some point, but I probably wait until I hear if it's a clone or not. Dior Homme Parfum 2025, I'm definitely going to buy, just probably not off the rip. Hero Parfum Intense I won't buy because I know they will send it to me at some point in time. And then FF fucking Fabulous Parfum I'll end up getting a decant of from my local Sephora because the manager who works there always gives me the new Tom Fords, and so we'll see how that goes. I really hope that they so I'm going to be doing a video talking about what I'm expecting again coming up here soon in the next day or two, what I'm expecting and what I'm hoping for in 2025, and Tom Ford is a big portion of that. So with that said, let me know which one of these you're most excited about. Figured I'd give you guys a heads up on these new and upcoming releases. So those mostly will be coming in 2025. If I hear anything else, obviously check my community tag, but we back, baby. So I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.